really gross.
Good Lord. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the NXT review. What up? Man, that felt like a Raw at the end there. I've been tired all day, though, to be honest. So this may be me, but maybe other people aren't this way. But God, I was Sleepy Joe all day. There's either something wrong with me, or it's allergies, or I don't know what it is, but I've been Sleepy Joe all day. What's up, chat? We're just waiting for a few more people to get in here. We're getting everything rolling here. We're ready to go. We'll be ready to go in a few minutes. Chat, son. Let me see if I got the mics working. Jake, what up?
What's going on, Joe?
Oh, yeah, you're sick, so you sound like a...
I sound like I'm dying.
You sound like a Nosogen. Or a Nosigan. Man. You sound like you're dying. Oh, whoa.
Look at this stuff.
We got a donation coming in already, though.
A little bit of the bubbly. That's it.
Gay. Someone tell Triple H to not let Tommy work in NXT Creative anymore.
The Goon is donated. He is not happy. $3
Nobody's
donation.
happy right now. Everybody's upset because they've pulled a quick finish on us. And that's the one thing, especially when you're in a ratings war, you don't want to be doing.
I mean, I get the sell for next week. But yeah, they basically wasted our time for an hour. Because right now, we're not in a time where really you're going to see these matches just take off and just kill it, you know? So, wow. I mean, what a just...
Well, NXT usually doesn't give us those false, screwy finishes, those lousy, dusty finishes, or the non-finishes, as we call them, the swerves. Typically, they don't go that way. They usually give us a conclusive ending, unless it's planned otherwise. So with this, people are really upset because NXT doesn't usually pull the raw, quick, BS ending stuff.
Right. This was a full BS ending, but, I appreciate that they don't do it often. I really do. I get that. But...
And I did like the match, but I felt like it was just a bunch of false finishes.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad Iron Man match, but it never really ramped up to me. I don't know. It was really good all the way through. Like, I'd give the match probably about a 7, but they didn't go above and beyond like I figured those 4 could and would.
Right. Yeah, it just wasn't anything too crazy, to be honest. It was just kind of like whatever. I'm tired, to be honest, from it. Vic Joseph said he was tired. He was making me tired.
Yeah, really.
The
it was just so many false finishes and a lot of silly moments when the clock's running. They're trying to run down the clock. It's like you want to win. Hurry up. Show some, some urgency. A little bit of dire straits. Get yourself going.
Yeah, it was...
There's 40 seconds left. Move your ass. Don't, stir and slowly move. And I will give them credit, though. The way they had the match end, timing-wise, they couldn't have gotten luckier. That his hand hit just as the clock hit 0.
Look at Jesse, though. He looks disgusted by all of this.
It's okay. I'm disgusted by life. I actually wish I would have watched the stupid match. Maybe it would have made me feel better.
Yeah, it might have made me feel better. Yeah, I forgot that there was no throwdown tonight. I mean, I didn't forget, but I forgot to tell Jesse. I told everybody, like, oh, yeah. And Jesse's probably like, well, it's throwdown tonight, so here we go.
Well, no, I saw Jake come in, and I go, oh, that's cool. What's going on? And then it's, fucking wrestling. Ugh.
Yeah.
But, It sounds like you guys are describing like a fucking WWE thing, like a Raw or a fucking shitty pay-per-view.
Well, it was NXT tonight because of the hockey finals. They had their Tuesday show. They're going to do it again next week.
All right, that's the register.
Yeah, I mean, the NXT stuff was, it was kind of like, anyway, I don't know. The first match I thought was great. Ty and Fandango, that opening match was great. I really
the six-man
liked
tag was really good. Legado del Fantasma, those three working together are excellent. So I really like Joaquin Wilde as well.
Yeah, great opening match. Like the energy for the beginning of the night was so on, man. That was great. I was pumped up, and I was ready to go. And then, it just sort of started dying after that, and no doubt about it that the show just died for me. But I'll be honest, man. I've had allergies all day, and I've been very sleepy. So I mean, I'm not. You're sick. I'm sleepy. I don't know, dude. I'm just been sleepy all day. I can't explain it. And so like during this, like I was actually fine up until the Iron Man match. Halfway through, I started to just kind of like nod off, and part of it was I was disgusted that I was listening to Vic Joseph, though. I got to be honest. Like we need Morrow would have made this so much better than it
Morrow
was.
not being there broke my heart tonight. This was one of the matches that I really would have liked to have heard him call.
Well, any match in NXT is what I'd like to hear him call, not Vic Joseph.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Jesse, did you know Vic Joseph is the guy they hired over me?
I heard you talking about it the other day. I haven't actually heard him commentate, so I have nothing to base it on.
It's pretty funny, man. It's really hilarious. Like,
I don't know if they have anybody except Morrow who could call an Iron Man match and make it good.
Yeah,
I mean, it takes a lot of talent to call an Iron Man match and actually keep the interest.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to call an Iron Man match. It's hard to be in an Iron Man. It's all that stuff, and that's why I thought, they should have just whipped out some crazy. Like
That's what I was hoping for. Some tables, some big spots, some OMG moments. This is the night where the ring should break. Not what we got at Payback.
Yeah, they should have turned it into like the, no holds barred 4-way Iron Man match. Like that would have been cool. Like, or even called it something different. Like fucking Unlimited Falls, or, an Iron Man death match or something. Imagine that. If they had said like this is going to be like all hell breaks loose match, or like something like that you just never heard before. And you were like, what? And like they can use weapons. And so there's no disqualifications, and it's an Iron Man match. And that would have been like, imagine, like Adam Cole's reaching over the barricade to grab something, and then whap, he gets hit in the face or the back with a steel chair, and he just topples over, gets pinned. There's a pin there. They could have just done all this chaotic stuff. And they could have even said, like, hey, we're not even going to worry about choreographing any of the stuff. Like, we're just going to just go, and people will get pinned and, whatever. But I guess it's such a hard thing to do that way, but because this is much easier what they did tonight. Okay, you'll get your pin, you'll get your pin, you'll get your pin, you'll get your pin.
It's easier to produce and orchestrate.
Right.
They can, obviously plan things out ahead of time. And they had those types of sequences where everybody hit their finisher, everybody hit their sequence, and then, we got false finishes after false finish.
Ugh.
I wish they had a few more pinfalls, because you got to have some semblance of balance. That's the problem with Iron Man matches. When we're going to go next week, they'll go a half an hour and they'll get, the pinfall then. Well, there could have been 3 in this matchup. I understand they wanted to keep it across the board, even to the end, but I think they could have handled a few things a little bit more interesting, Lee.
I can tell you that of all the NXT reviews we have ever done in our entire lives, and looking at some other numbers around the world in the YWC, tonight is the least interested NXT review of all time.
And that shocks me, because I thought this Iron Man match, I was stoked for this. I really thought it was going to be like must-see television.
Yep. Yeah, I really, I would have been there with you too. But, nope. Dead. Everybody's dead right now, including this review. Everybody dead. So,
well, did they do a shitty job building it up, or did people tune in and see how shitty it was going and said,
there was no build. It was just the champion's hurt. It's vacated. Let's throw this match together to have a match. We need a new champion.
The guy who won the belt finally, after all this kind of build, sort of, he like got injured the night he won it.
And that's the problem because it's a title match. So you need somebody to walk away the victor. Again, not having a champion for another week is lackluster.
But quite honestly, we all thought it was a good idea because we all went, whoa, Iron Man match for the fucking title next week. That's awesome. Like, so it's, to be honest, we're stupid because, we all thought it was a good idea too at the time.
So I'm gonna just take a guess. So basically, lots of false finishes, and then at the end, they did they get their hand down the wrong, too late, and so nobody won?
No, what happened was at the very end they all had 4 pins, all equal, and then Balor got a pin with 30 seconds or something left, and then he got kicked in the head, and then another guy got a pin with 1 second left.
Adam Cole did.
So it was 2-2, 1-1. So then they said, well, you two will fight next week for the title then.
And I can screenshot it, so I'm not BSing you, but my buddy Patrick and I were talking before this, and I said, I keep switching who I want to win, but I just hope that someone wins tonight. I keep thinking they're going to pull a BS thing with all the big names here. I said, if anyone, I'm with Ciampa the most. And he said, I'm going to call it right now. It's going to be a 2-2 tie, and then it'll go to next week for a match for the champion from there. So he got it spot on.
Well, it was leaked earlier, too, so he could be bullshit.
Well, this is him and I this morning talking, so I mean, he's not one for spoilers, but...
Is it, when were the spoilers? Because that was a big deal. Apparently, somebody...
Yeah, I worked like hell to avoid those. Stayed off of Twitter.
I thought it was supposed to be live, so I was really shocked. I was like, what?
Is that why nobody fucking watched, or it's all dead? Because everybody saw the spoilers? They're like, fuck
that's
this.
That's what happened.
Maybe.
I think that's what killed it.
It is
I think
dead.
that everybody's seen the spoilers because I stayed off Twitter most of the day to avoid spoilers, didn't post anything. And once I heard those were out, I was like, forget it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
This wasn't even live then.
No, it's taped, and next week's going to be taped as well. So,
PW Insider spoiled it. A lot of people were mad at PW Insider.
Yeah,
that's just sad. I mean, I feel like you got to work extra
it was like
hard.
Dinner time from there. I heard about it and stayed off. What's that, Jesse? I'm sorry.
I say, if it's a taped show, I feel like you got to put in even more effort to make it good because the live aspect's gone. That's part of the fun, even if it's a shitty show. When it's live, it's live. But this sounds like this was an all-around fuck up.
Yeah, that was a mistake. This doing a cop-out was a mistake, I think, because it was like to sit through all of that, all for nothing. It actually, I think it's, I got to be honest, I don't like to bitch like this. I don't know, man. I don't like to come across like a baby right now, but
I don't either.
That was fucking annoying to sit through that whole hour and then there's no result.
There's no finish, no payoff. It's really upsetting.
What are you doing? Like, that was really enraging. I don't know, and I'm extra grumpy because I'm tired. So, for whatever reason, here comes Gritty. Let's hope Philly beats those fucking Islanders.
Off our motherfucking own PCs. In Philly, we're gritty. In Philly, we're gritty. In Soul City, we'll eat our own shitty. In Philly, that's why our mascot looks like a...
Blah wanna suck your blood. I'm better than Joe Cronin, blah. You have a problem with me, you can come to Transylvania and I'll hypnotize you. I'll talk rings around you, blah. I'm a vampire, blah. I'll bite you, blah. I'll turn into a bat, blah.
Oh my God. Count Vic, what's up, Count Vic? Just calling to taunt me because the WWE hired you instead of me. I get it, Vic. I get it, Vic Joseph. I get that you're 6'5" and then I'm only 5'10", and that's why you hired me. But listen, if they can hire that four-eyed geek who's scared of his own shadow, Mauro Ranallo, then they certainly can hire Joe Cronin. But no, you hired Nosferatu. But whatever. You hired boring Nosferatu. Good job. Count Vic, he bored me the whole show.
And Nigel not being there.
Yes.
Really
well, who cares
hurts.
now? Now I don't even care about Nigel without Morrow. What's it going to sound like with Vic and Nigel? Oh, he might have broken his arm in half. He could have a contortion there, some kind of contusion, rather. Well, he just might, Nigel. That's a great. I can't even be as boring as Vic. I'm trying to tone myself down to be Vic Joseph, and I can't even do it. I can't even do it, dude. I mean,
Jesse a bunch of tranquilizers, and I think you're there.
Off the top of the ladder and right through the table. He broke the table in half, Nigel. He went right through the table and... Oh, absolutely, Joe. He might have scrambled his brains. That's a concussion. Could have happened, or something worse could have happened to his head. No doubt about it. His shoulder might be separated. It's like you would never... Vic Joseph would just be like, oh, my, or whatever the hell he's... I don't even know what he does, dude. I can't even do Vic Joseph. I can't even do him. I can't even do Vic Joseph. But or forget me, put Morrow back there. His face might have been broken off by the chair, Nigel. Hey, Mary Mel might have Morrow. Oh, 3 years ago I was wrestling and one of my fingers went inside my own sphincter. It's like the listening to the two of them is so great. Listening to this, Stu Bennett, or rather Wade Barrett, was a little dialed back tonight. I don't know why, but he seemed dialed back a little bit. Beth Phoenix.
He wasn't as amped up as he was the week before.
None of them were. Oh my God, was this the sleepy commentary team tonight? Sleepy Joe Biden is affecting all of us. I don't care how tired I am. I don't care how sleepy I was today and tonight. I don't care how many allergies I have right now. If I was at that NXT thing, I'm ready to go. Vic Joseph even said at some point that he's tired. He even said it. I'm tired. Imagine what they're like right now. Are you really tired, Vic? You call 3 hours and 4 hours of shows. Why are you tired after one match? You'll be all right, you fucking tall piece of crap. What is this, bro? Mauro Ranallo leaves the company. Todd Phillips, Michael Cole, Vic Joseph all sound the same. I don't know, man. I'm pissed off at the commentary. I'm sorry. The commentary sucks.
It was just not what they needed for tonight. They really, the spoilers killed them too, sadly. And anytime WWE has something where they can put their best foot forward, this was a big match to have announced, and I feel like a lot more people would have tuned in till the spoilers came out. So I'm disappointed that they got ruined, but that's what happens when you're not live. So
yeah, I think a big problem, no doubt, was the spoilers, and yeah, anybody who read
because
those,
if you knew that one of those four won tonight, you knew Adam Cole won, you could still watch it and be like, all right, I want to see him win. But if you don't want to sit there for an hour and watch no one win,
right?
That's so just tedious and boring and frustrating. No one wants to sit there to see a non-finish.
Well, that couldn't help the
tune in next
commentary.
week.
Yeah, and that couldn't help the commentary team as well with knowing that it's taped and they have to loop over it or whatever.
Yeah, they go ahead and knowing they know the finish likely too. In a way, I work so hard to avoid the spoilers. In a sense, I wish I saw them as well.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's I didn't see him, so that's the one good thing. So luckily, luckily I didn't see the spoilers.
I did like the it was short, but Candice LeRae match against Casey Catanzaro, because really it was just to set up Tegan Knox and Candice LeRae having their at-home dinner segment to talk things out. But I like Tegan Knox, I like Candice LeRae, so I'm interested to see what happens with those two next week with their vignette segment. And then Rhea Ripley, obviously she's got the cage match. I believe that's next week against Mercedes Martinez.
She calls up Mercedes, then they go to Mercedes, and she's like, "I'll be there" or something. That's all it was, but that's fine. You need more.
But
of that.
it was effective. It worked.
Yeah. You need more of it. It was a little funny to me in a way, but I'm glad they did it.
And I didn't care for the Bronson Reed Timothy Thatcher match.
No, didn't like that. Didn't care.
I thought it was, just a bit of a mess, and I really didn't care for the submission win at the end either. It just didn't look effective. And then obviously we had the main event. There were, some really close near falls in the beginning, and it was, breathtaking. You're like, oh wow, that should have been it. And then they just kept adding them. And then, you see Balor hits Gargano with the 1916, and I'm like, oh, that's it. And he kicks out at 2. And it's like, he gets the coup de grace, and then he gets another 2 count. It's like, come on, what, so they and this is at the, close to the halfway point. I figured they'd start racking up some wins here, because how can these guys not kick out of the moves next week, but this week suddenly they're superhuman? Right. I never understood that. So
right. Well, Michael Cole, you did it again, man. My commentary was given to Michael Cole, and Michael Cole chose Vic Joseph.
It's a damn shame.
I'm a loser.
Michael Cole probably picks his ass too. So I mean, I don't,
I'm a loser. I'm a goddamn loser.
Don't you allow yourself to be judged by Michael Cole?
For real, right?
At least we have All Out to look forward to.
All Out. Thank goodness that's coming.
You guys.
we're all out of our minds right now.
Super chat.
The Flyers won. Yes.
Impact was better. Eric Young, new champ.
Eric Young is the new champ, man.
It's been a while since I heard about Impact. Holy shit.
Quo and Eberly. Wow. Fucking Impact, man. Wow. Josh Matthews. Josh Matthews blocked me.
We have a new member
from Impact
of
Wrestling.
The JCS.
Did he really?
Oh yeah.
He's a little pipsqueak. A little fucking guy.
Dieter Loose, thank you for becoming a sponsor and a member down below, becoming a member of the show. What's going on? We have new emojis. Try out the emojis. I think we have special JCS emojis now too, on top of the other things. Yeah, like here's some of them. There's other ones, but there's some of them right there. So if you are a member, you should have emojis down there to use if you want to, and we got a couple new ones coming this week.
What the fuck the point is, Vince? What the fuck the point is, Vince? What the fuck the point is, Vince?
Finn has already been buried on the main roster. Adam Cole is NXT to be buried if he ever makes it to the main roster. Fuck WWE.
FWWE. Toxic Death. What's up, Toxic Death? Thank you for the donation, man. What's been going on? What's been going on, everybody? Where's the best place to watch All Out? Probably Fight, right? Or ordering it on pay-per-view, unless you're looking for a free thing of it. Maybe. Not sure. Look at all the emojis. Aren't they fun?
Look at that. Got a whole chat full of them now. Got tons of Leah's middle fingers and
help Joe
Cronin's.
Help Joe. D. Welsh has been tweeting hire Joe Cronin on Twitter all day long.
All day he's been going with that.
Maybe tweet AEW. They might be better. AEW or somebody else. They might actually work out. I mean, dude, to be honest, Michael Cole received my, I appreciate everybody tweeting WWE and NXT, but, Michael Cole received my commentary and chose Vic Joseph. You know what I'm saying? Michael Cole received my commentary. Asked
Maybe
for
Road
my
Dogg
commentary.
never gave it to him. He just said he did.
Well, I made a joke about that, but he did receive it because I talked to him. I talked to Michael Cole. Okay, so he did receive it. So I know Michael Cole received it.
We're supposed to go along with it. We're supposed to blame Road Dogg.
Oh, okay. Well, we could have blamed Road Dogg. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. Yeah. Well, Michael Cole. At least he talked to me though. You could say nothing. And they did for a while, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But they, still. But no, I appreciate you tweeting them, but they know they're just Vic Joseph.
Well, wasn't that back when Morrow was there? So maybe he didn't want two people that were both hyping it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. But I think it's just I'm an idiot. But it could be that. It possibly, maybe. I don't know.
An idiot, that's fine. But you actually bring some intensity to the shit. It shouldn't sound like you're listening to an AM radio station covering golf.
That's what it sounded like, man. It sounds like that. It kind of sounds like we're listening to golf tonight. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. Man, I'm dying though. You can tell whenever I don't do commentary for a long time, I start having meltdowns. In real life, I start having.
Yeah, it gets under your skin.
9 years of doing commentary, and there's no. In October, I'll be doing it in New York for VXS Wrestling, but New England All-Star Wrestling hasn't operated in 7 months now because of the pandemic. And man, that was keeping me busy with wrestling and stuff. Like it really was, like doing the interviews backstage. I miss places like this, just doing the screens and doing all the putting together, and the producing is so fun, whether it's producing or being on camera or whatever it is that we're doing. It's just a blast, man, to be back there working on wrestling. And without it, man, it's like this is not, there's nothing else to do. But to get out of the house to do that was important to me. So yeah, I can feel it all just gargling up inside of me. But it only makes me mad when the commentary is bad. That's when I get angry. When the commentary is good, I never mention it. I'm like, that was great commentary tonight. And I'm excited. I'm actually excited to talk about how good the commentary was. That's happened recently too. Even last week, what was it? Last NXT, I said, "Wow, Vic Joseph sounded the best he'd ever sounded."
Yeah, you did compliment him.
I gave him a compliment. He sounded better than normal. And then Stu Bennett, Wade Barrett, was great. And then Natalia was sort of just regular Natalia, but she's good, so it's okay. Like she's sort of just good at like a nice third person in on the commentary. And you know, I was blowing him almost, like, and it wasn't even that good. I was giving it like a 6 out of 10 or something, but you know, it's like, it's pretty good, you know, but it's like this week, this is shit. You know, this is just, tonight they needed the commentary to be better than it was. It felt like a run-of-the-mill type of thing. And
when is commentary ever good on a taped show? You know,
that's interesting. Yeah, that's I mean,
a great point.
But why? Why aren't you more hyped? I mean, I've taped shows from my basement that I sound like I'm there.
Yeah, you do little joke mock-ups where you go and you start recording and you sound like you're there.
Yeah, like this has happened.
Yeah, you literally sound like you were there live when you do your re-recordings. When you did the Raw intro as a joke the other day, like, "Hey, we're welcome to the Raw live," you know, that stuff.
Yeah, that was a joke.
You went ahead and that sounded more believable than live NXT.
Yeah. What a mess.
Where you go and
what a big mess of a show. I mean, what would you give tonight's show, Jake?
I know I said 7 for the Iron Man. More I think about it, probably a 6. I don't know, I'd give the show probably a 5 even. Not having a winner really sour to put a sour note on the conclusion.
Yeah,
and
waste of time.
Yeah.
So would you say if they had a winner, would you say it was a good match then?
I would say it would at least be
complete.
Your time wasn't wasted.
It would feel
a complete waste.
It would feel complete. Yeah, it doesn't. And you know, once they do crown one next week, then that will add some completion to it to make it seem a little, you know, because it's part of that story.
Yeah,
so
I know they're telling an arc, but when you spend over an hour and 10 minutes on a match, you're really hoping to have a conclusion.
God, maybe they should have done it the other way, like done a half-hour one and, you know, kind of built it up.
With the Fatal 4-Way, built it up and then had the 2 in the Iron Man. I think that would have been better served.
Because now they have to do something big now.
And they're not. It's just a standard one-on-one match next week, they said.
Well, it better be a doozy then, because
it's not no holds barred or false count anywhere. That's it. So I'm not sure.
Jesus.
I'd probably go with about what you said. I mean, like the first match I thought was a 7 or an 8, and then everything else below that was below a 7. So
yeah, the first match was good. It was 8 minutes long. About that. The other 2 were like 3 and 4 minutes, I think, altogether. So that was it. That's all we had. We had 4 matches, and the other 2 were blah. I mean, especially the third match with Thatcher and Bronson. The first match was really good, probably match of the night for sure. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the Iron Man match certainly had good moments, but it felt like they were on 2K with unlimited supers, you know, unlimited finishers.
Yeah,
and because there was just a heavy amount of finishers being used, and nothing was protected. Everybody kicked out of everything.
Oh, I hate that shit. They started that a long time ago.
But this was a real, you know, hefty amount of finishers at some point that people took.
That's pathetic.
I feel like
I hate that shit. They just it shouldn't even call it a finisher anymore. It doesn't finish anything. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I remember when they first started doing that. What was that like? When Stone Cold and The Rock, like the second time at WrestleMania, they started doing that shit. You remember that?
Yeah, where you'd get 2 and 3 stunners. And rock
and it took a while because they didn't used to do that. Once you know, they'd have a lot of like false, finishing moves, but then once they hit it, that was it. I mean,
Exactly. And you knew when it was that
I think
one.
Undertaker and Kane back at like 14 WrestleMania, they might have kicked out once out of each other's shit. I don't remember, but that was different because it's those two. But
Yeah.
they didn't do it like they do now. Now there basically isn't a finishing move. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. And I will say, though, that Balor's first pinfall, the first one that was scored in the match at all, that looked insanely just brutal. The coup de grace that he hits, he stomped into Adam Cole's chest and literally plummeted him to hell. He stomped on him so hard. So that was, a hell of a move to take. That was a good, at least the pinfalls looked official. I'll give them that much.
Oh, so he got a pin on that one. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds good at least. Because when he hits that right, it's a devastating looking move. So
When Ciampa got the double Willow's bell, that was a cool moment.
Willow.
The Panama Sunrise that Cole hit on Gargano was good. But again, it's just finishers that I'm naming. With the fairy tale ending, the Panama Sunrise, the coup de grace.
Panama Sunrise sounds like you're eating at a hooker at fucking when sun comes up. I gave her the Panama Sunrise, man.
And then I finished it with the last shot.
There's another sex thing right there. Hey, Guardian of Chaos, call on Discord, man. We don't have Skype right now. Skype is not up, everybody. So if you want to jump on its Discord here, there's the Discord invite link. If you want to come on, we just don't have Skype tonight. Guardian of Chaos.
It's just NXT usually puts on these great matches. That's what they're known for. I thought this would have been takeover quality, and it wasn't. And I'm just genuinely disappointed.
Yeah, basically how I feel.
And then the non-finish on top of it really is just a bitter kick in the nuts.
Yeah, I really there isn't too much to really to say about any of this tonight. That's one of the things I'm most disappointed in too. Is I felt like, wow, there's really going to be not a lot to talk about tonight. No,
having it tied at 1 even took away the drama. I know they wanted that type of storyline, but really, there wasn't like any added drama of anybody being down because they were all tied for the most part until the very, very, very end.
They should have made that shit sudden death then.
That's what I'm saying because there was a tie. It's you always go to sudden death in Iron Man's. That's the part I'm not understanding.
Well, I'm sick of I'm sick of that, but also like there was no TV time left, so they couldn't.
Well, then they should have done it right because it sounds good on paper, like you have a killer fucking hour Iron Man match, and then it gets so good that people want to see. They want to see the finish for that half hour, but I think they should have reversed it. Half hour, build it up, and then hopefully you have a good hour. But this sounds like they already jumped the gun and fucked it up or whatever.
How funny would it have been if they had been like, we're out of time, but this match is going to continue on the WWE network right now. Imagine that.
Well, they said if they didn't have overruns, they'd go on YouTube, but still, I wouldn't hate that at times. If not for a championship match, but at times we said a while ago if they continued on and it was something worth continuing. Yeah.
Imagine that though. He's like, well, we're not gonna get it done here, so we'll take a 1 minute, 2 minutes intermission and begin live on the WWE YouTube network for free and on the net, whatever. And it was like, wow, so it's on YouTube right now and on the network, the continuation of it. That would be.
That might have worked.
That might have been kind of, because you would have been like, what? And then you would have had to like go over somewhere else to watch the rest of it. I don't know, but that might have been kind of exciting in a way. Like, oh, what's the conclusion? We're going to get it now.
Well, the thing is, aren't they taping next week as well?
Yeah,
next week's taped as well.
So therefore so they couldn't do that.
You're right.
Thought they had this plan to go.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't because actually what you're describing now might have been better. Everyone run over to YouTube, run over here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be crazy. It'll be Adam Cole.
They'll do it next week after they've heard this idea,
Yeah, exactly. That's what it'll come down to.
That'd be fun.
Well, speaking of wonderful ideas, now we hear that Retribution is going to be exclusive to Raw. So that pretty much shows that they have no idea what they're doing with that anymore.
Yep, it's put on the show that's a clusterfuck anyway, so that makes sense.
Exactly. It's already got, the underground problem, because no one knows what they're doing with that. Eva Marie is set for her WWE return.
By the way, Raw, 1.8 million viewers.
Yep, Raw, the ratings were down dramatically. Dramatically down. You figure it was a 2.02 last time. Now you're way down.
Well,
so.
I just want to call out all the guys that said, "Oh, they're up," and I was like, "All right, it's the night after SummerSlam. Of course they're up, you dildo." So, yep. Not only did they drop, but they had a pay-per-view the night before too, so that probably helped them a little bit. With what Roman did and all the other things, that had to help them. So what if there was no pay-per-view? So
exactly. They beat it at 1.6.
Right. Exactly.
And Keith Lee even said, "It's been a very eventful first couple of weeks on Raw. I want to be upset, but I'm honored to have shared the ring with the people I have thus far. Here's the competition. Here's the growth." So even he's acknowledging, like, hey, I want to be upset with how I've debuted, but I'm honored to at least have worked with Orton and Seth, and hopefully things get better. So good on him. At least he's seems to be a man of the people. I mean, they broke up the Iconics for what?
Well, isn't what's-her-face either being pushed or
leaving? They're going to push Peyton Royce.
Or she's leaving. Or she's leaving. That's the other thing.
Yeah, if she's leaving, we'll see. But
there's two rumors. One, she's leaving because she wants to start a family. Or two, they're going to push. Vince loves her and wants to push her.
Yeah, and apparently they didn't know that they were breaking them up until yesterday.
Yeah, you don't
like just early on. No, like not so much telling them, but like they didn't have the plan.
He pays to like have her eggs frozen and shit. Like, we need to give her a couple more years.
Yeah. Well, Vince, you Billy Kay, in my opinion, just found out she's the Jannetty, so. But it's not something you want to go telling them early.
Yeah.
It's not so much a matter of telling them, but the fact that they didn't even have the idea made up until just before, like always.
Well, I don't know about that because we heard the rumors that they were going to break them up because Peyton Royce, they wanted to push her for the last
But they didn't decide to do it on this show, is what I'm saying. Like It was a last-minute decision to do on the show. They're like, oh, shit, well, we got to throw something in. So it wasn't until like late Monday afternoon that they decided to be like, yeah, all right, let's just throw this in.
The other thing we know is Peyton's contract is coming up within the next 2 months, and Billy Kay still has 6 or something months remaining on hers because she had an injury a while back. So if that is the case, maybe this was it for one of them, Peyton, maybe. And maybe now they do things with Billy Kay for 6 months until she's let go. I don't know. Maybe they'll keep her around, though. Who knows? They kept Alicia Fox around for like 15 years.
Yeah, exactly. So anything's possible. I mean, we used to hear when they're high on somebody or they're pushing somebody to the moon, those type of comments. Nowadays, that doesn't mean anything anymore. We hear that they're hot on somebody. They're hot on Cedric Alexander. They're hot on Apollo Crews. They're hot on Mustafa Ali. They're hot on Chad Gable. And then
they're hot on dumpster fires.
Exactly. The Street Profits. A week later, they're discarded toys. So.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't matter to me. I think they are fucking hot for these guys. Problem is they don't know what to fucking do. So they go.
No,
so
they don't know what to do with them. They give them a week to get over, and then if they don't get over, they throw them to the curb and give up on them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they need to let them get over it. That's the whole fucking problem, right? Like they think they give them something to go out there and hopefully turn into something, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But they don't let them go try and get over, right? I mean, come up with their own shit, basically.
Yeah, they won't. They ruin everything. I mean, everything they touch. If they like it, they ruin it. That's the thing. They like it, they ruin it. Then they go, "What happened? We broke it." It's like a fucking retarded guy getting into like some kind of manual Corvette sports car. He burns out the clutch and crashes into a telephone pole, but he loved it so much, and he finally got it, and then he got in and ruined it.
Well, I doubt that. Like, I mean, obviously Triple H is obvious, but a lot of the guys have been around a long time. I doubt they fucking like write everything that they do, right? I mean, they let some of these guys do their own thing, and it's like, well, why don't you let some of the younger people do it? That's how those older guys fucking got over back then.
Yeah, probably they just don't let most of them do it. They only let the select few. It's not like where they used to say, let me go out there and get a mic and grab that proverbial brass ring. Now, if you do that and you get yourself over, you get in trouble. The Rusev days, the Zack Ryders, the things like that.
Well, like
Daniel Bryan.
I don't know what he's doing now with the Fiend thing, but like Bray Wyatt, when he first started coming out in the first couple of years, like there's no way they were doing his promos, right? I mean, they were too good. He had to be doing his own on that shit. That's the way I think, anyway.
There was a thing that he had control about some of what he was doing.
The promo level he had creative control over, but the character itself, they basically assassinated him. As soon as he lost to Cena at WrestleMania 30, it was done.
And again, they didn't
washed up.
They still liked him too. Again, that's like they liked him and they ruined him. They loved what he was doing. And
him just not more than Cena.
When I went to SummerSlam 2013 and he had that match with Kane with the Inferno match, I made sure that I got there in time so I could see that dude's entrance. Like, he was over. There was no problem. I mean, fucking idiots, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's when they used the fire blanket, right, to get into the ring?
What's that?
Didn't they use the fire blanket in that match to get into the ring? Wasn't that match?
I don't remember. It was a shitty match, but I just remember how much I was looking forward to seeing Bray Wyatt because it was the first thing I'd seen in years where I'm like, this is actually interesting.
Yeah, because it was something new.
Yeah, and then he had
done that a few times to us, and they continually they did the same thing to him as the old Bray Wyatt that they did with the Fiend. Look at Hell in a Cell with Seth Rollins. That was a nightmare. They have a great character with ultimate creative control on their side, fine, but they have to be booked just as equally as well, and they're not doing that. They're not giving them a chance to flourish. And I'm not saying everybody has to win.
Fuck was that?
I thought a donation was playing.
I don't know what that was. I don't know, man.
But they got a lot of work to carved out for themselves at this point.
Somebody needs to carve Vince's wrist and just end it.
Oh my God.
It's step one anyway. I'm sure there's some other people that need filing out. Just
then we got to see who takes over, Shane or Triple H.
Oh God.
Step one.
They see who comes the fastest while they're jerking off, and like whoever wins.
Yeah, that'd be
on a cookie.
That's a race I've always wanted to see, to be honest.
It's a race I'll always win.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come. That was a good one. Yeah, there's really nothing else I want to say about anything. I'm depressed about wrestling. The commentary made me tired. And
at least we have AEW tomorrow. I don't know where Thursday. We got our all-out predictions Thursday.
AEW tomorrow.
All out on Saturday. So
I miss being able to speak. That's what I miss.
I miss SmackDown being on Tuesday.
You miss SmackDown being on Tuesday?
Yeah, I used to. I thought about that the other day, and I'm like, we had a really good flow going with that. When SmackDown first went live, and it was such a better show, I miss looking forward to SmackDown on Tuesdays.
Yeah, it's better when there's a separate day and there's a
because Raw was just hot garbage at that point, and SmackDown was really having like this uptick where they were just making good, compelling TV for the most part, and it was getting better and better around like 2016 time. And then SmackDown was actually doing better ratings than Raw, and of course they can't have that, so they pretty much castrated them right on the spot. But I miss SmackDown being on Tuesdays, and it would be a nice change of pace, but I just don't like it being on Fridays.
I wish when SmackDown was in 1999. Fuck them.
Yeah. God damn. Hey, oh my God, dude. I just found a funny post from Tennis Racket Jones from like 3 years ago. JB wrote, maybe I'll do a podcast where people just shit all over and lie about everybody like Joe Cronin and Jake DeMarco. And Tennis Racket Jones wrote, like you already did with the people that write for your website, you hypocrite.
Oh my God. Who did he say that to?
JB, Tennis Racket Jones. Tennis Racket Jones burned JB. Oh my God, bro. Holy shit. That's an old, I don't know why I have that screenshotted, but that's funny. Good God. That's a flashback.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I miss when we used to have crowds. I miss I miss the JCS. Look at, here's another JCS sign. I miss the JCS signs in the crowd. You guys were awesome.
Miss the crowd.
Miss the crowd, yeah.
That's what it is. That's what's depressing us. No crowd. I think it's finally starting to get to us. That's why AEW feels more alive with just a small crowd, even.
Right. Yeah, and with just their show just works better without the crowd than NXT does. NXT like really is a show that relies on the crowd's feedback and response and everything. And I know AEW does and all wrestling does, but it's just for whatever reason AEW kind of gets away with it better for some reason. More and they have. Well, actually, it's probably part of it is that they also have a crowd back again and. Now there's 500 people there and it's outside and the outside atmosphere helps too. And their product has a little bit more entertainment in quotations than, NXT's more about sporting and storytelling in the ring.
Straightforward matches.
Yeah. Straightforward is really the case. So,
AEW might have up to 800 people for All Out. So we'll see how that works.
Wow, really?
It'd be interesting.
Oh my God, that's
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I hate Iron Man matches in general, they are boring. Brett HBK only one I like. Why can't someone ever win 4-2 or something? Also I hope Vic gets struck by lightning walking out a Full Sail.
Oh my God. He might with that gigantic torso and big head. I think it'd be more likely that he would probably walk out during when the sun is there and get fried. That's probably more likely what would happen though. But thank you. Thanks for the
Shit
donation.
bum.
Joe, you're a fucking loser. I would never pick you.
Ah, Michael Cole, you son of a
Damn.
bitch.
But he's still watching.
What's up, Michael? That's good to hear from you.
God, I wanted to make a cancer joke about his wife, but I'm not gonna.
What the fuck?
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I said I wasn't gonna.
Is that a thing?
didn't have to.
Did his wife really have that?
I remember I was listening to something one time and somebody was talking shit about Michael Cole and he went off. And he brought up like all the shit he's been through with his wife, this, that, the other.
Oh my
He was
God.
so pissed. He was so tired of people like hating on him and shit, and he just went off. It was the only time I've ever seen Michael Cole like flip out.
Wait,
I don't know what podcast he was on. Maybe Sam Roberts or somebody.
wait, his wife had cancer?
It was a while back, so I'm not sure if it was that, but it was something where, yeah, it was something serious like that where, because I think that's why he went off. He was like, people are talking shit. He goes, they have no idea what they have no idea what I've been through.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. Well, that's fucked up. Yeah. If his wife had cancer, imagine you're dealing with a family member with cancer and you're working for the WWE.
Yeah. On your shitty commentary on Raw.
Yeah. Like you're just ready to you'd start killing people.
He's changing her fucking chemo bag and he's got to read that shit.
Yeah, dude. If that's I would snap. How he didn't murder people, if that's true, that's crazy. The fact that Michael Cole didn't go on a murder spree is amazing. I hope his wife's all right now.
Oh, this was years ago. I think she's fine now. She might have even been fine then. I think he just kind of went off one day.
Oh my God.
And it came up.
I
liked it though because I was like, I liked seeing how pissed he was. I'm like, man, that's what we need on the show is you to go off like that.
Yeah,
just get a little real.
I searched Michael Cole wife, and then I typed in her name, Yolanda, and all that, and it came up with a news story about a man named Michael Cole that stabbed his wife to death. But I don't think that's him. So I don't think that's the one we're looking for.
It depends if he didn't want to pay the cancer bill.
Oh yeah, here's the clip of it. This is it. Wow, this is definitely it. It was Sam Roberts too, by the way. I've heard him flip out. I heard him flip out over something, but I don't think it was this. It was something else. And why didn't some dickhead in the chat timestamp it? God damn it!
In Atlanta, and 70,000 people at Georgia Dome, and but there's I'm one of these guys who.
That's what I thought because I went to Syracuse. So
I like Michael though, and as in real life, I like him, and as a producer, I like him. I like Michael as a producer, and a mind and what he's doing. He's really, really good at that. He really is good. But on commentary, it's just we've heard him for 20 years, and he's doing the robotic voice Vince wants.
Really good, I feel like in the beginning, when JR took off for a while.
Yes,
but JR was coaching him though in the back. But Like he did great during
Well-
like the Royal Rumble '99 and all that shit. He did a good job.
Well, the one thing that stinks about Cole is it's too bad he didn't have the voice he has now back then, because he had the excitement back then, but his voice, he sounded like a little boy or something. He was like, Mick Foley, Mankind is Remember when Mankind won? Like he sounded like he was like 12. He was like, Mankind.
Mick, please don't do it.
Yeah, it was very high pitched.
All right, just listen to the Mankind call. Mr. Sacco!
Announce to you, Mick Foley has come a long way. Oh, hell yeah, Mick Foley. Oh, shut up.
Jerry.
Shut up, you idiot.
Oh, shut up. Like,
What was the show that Michael Cole used to host on Saturdays? That wasn't Livewire, was it?
Livewire was Todd Pettengill.
That was Pettengill.
That fucking guy.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, right at the end. Todd Pettengill.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just, see, and that's what Vince always wanted. Todd Pettengill, Michael Cole, you know.
Cole hosted then. Do you remember?
For a while it was Sunny, and there was another female before that. And then Sunny.
Cole had his own show on Saturday, too.
And Doc Hendricks was there at one point, too. So it was a slew of B-plus players. I don't know.
Jake, you talking about the one where they would like play some of the shit that happened on Raw the week before?
They do like a recap and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
He left.
This might be it.
That's why we haven't seen him since last WrestleMania. And Gary the King Lawler and
bullet points of what they want you to hit. But that was basically my rest. So, you know, thank God for the doctors and the EMTs and Jerry. You know,
well, that's Jerry Lawler.
The news looked better now that he was before the heart attack. You know the thing about Jerry? Jerry has never smoked.
No,
he's never drank. And
but he does cage matches at 60 and eats tater tots.
Exactly. Had to do with a SmackDown taping a number of years ago where
you go out there.
I'm looking for the fucking clip and flipping out. I don't hear it.
About 2 or 3 weeks later, Todd called me and said, "Hey, I'm going to New York. Have you ever?"
Guys, what's up, Ryan?
Hi.
Oh, is this the call? Is this what you're talking about?
I don't remember, but I think this might be the interview because it was around that time when Jerry had his heart attack. Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, I got to commend you, number one. It's always tough to be the guy after the guy, and you know, like listen, I'm almost 40 years old, so I grew up with Gorilla and Jesse, and then JR, of course. But for you to take over after JR is like everybody gives you shit, but I think you do a real good job, man, and you carry that shit a lot of the times. But I just want to throw a name out there, man. It was I see it in your face sometimes on the show. It's painful to watch. Brad Maddox is horrible on the mic.
I actually like Brad. I think he's got some potential down the road. He's like a lot of our guys today.
But you know who you don't like, Michael? Is me.
Business has changed.
Michael Cole likes Vic Joseph, not Joe Cronin.
Changing, and it really is. We've got a lot of young guys. We've got a great, minor league facility, we like to call it, down in Florida.
Yeah, Brad Maddox really worked out well for you.
Called NXT. We've got a lot of young talent down there.
If you like cum on the women's belt.
You're going to see a shifting of the guard. We have to do it. I mean, you see what's going on at WrestleMania. A lot of these guys aren't going to be around in a week. But
maybe there was some sound that was
John's idea. He came up with the pink ropes and the whole 9 yards of them, especially like Miz. Miz is like one of the sharpest dressed guys. And complain about your job. We all complain about our jobs.
Yeah.
But when the red light goes on and it's showtime, that is so much fun. Like a DC last.
Put up with
that's
it
right.
at all.
We came full circle, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't hear the part, but about his wife, but I don't know. Michael Cole, wife.
Maybe I heard it on a clip of an interview. I don't know, but he was going off. That's all I remember.
I mean, I remember the flip out from like 11 years ago that was posted where he like flips out, and the one also where he flips out on Vince, where he's like, "We're gonna say that again. I'm gonna fucking say that again or whatever," and then he's like, and then Vince yells at him, and then he's like, "Oh yes, sir. Okay, yeah, I'll say it."
Yeah, like, I've never seen that one.
That one's good. No.
Do you want me to say that every time? Because I said it a shitload of times tonight.
You want me to, this sounds like everybody with Vince McMahon. Do you want me to say it again? Because I've said it a shitload of times tonight. Like,
fuck's sake, Vince.
That was probably
Damn it, that's good shit.
That's probably Bruce Pritchard telling him that, and now Vince comes on.
So you want... Yes, sir. Yep. Okay, I got it, sir. I just didn't know if you want me to hit it every time, but I'll do that from now on. Okay, you got it.
Well, he sure changed his tune when Vince got on there.
He changed his tune. He was like, fucking, I said it 7 times. You want me to say it again? Oh, okay, sir. I didn't. Well.
Someone in the chat said his wife didn't have cancer. Well, she might not have, but I do remember him going off saying, "You don't know what I fucking go through. I just went through this and this and that." And I know his wife was mentioned, or it was something like that.
That's fucked up. But
it was a good moment though, because it made me go, "Good for you, Michael Cole. You fucking tell him, dude." You know, it was one of those things where it's like, yeah. I mean, I like what you said. It's like I could see, like, he's probably chill in real life.
I think you're thinking of the one from like 11 years ago.
I might be, yeah.
He was on when he was on Howard Stern. That's what you're thinking of.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was. Yeah,
I've heard that one a million times. He like flips out.
I wish Taz was doing the show solo. Hey, listen, fuckhead. Talk, you know, you can do whatever you want to do. You can put me on mute. You can turn the goddamn channel for all I care. All I know is I've been doing that show for 337 episodes, so I must be doing something right. And what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? I'm hosting a goddamn national television show, and now I'm on a goddamn radio station at the invite of Howard Stern. What the fuck are you doing? And you're listening to us now. So obviously you didn't hit the fucking mute switch tonight, asshole.
Yeah, that was that. Is that the one you're thinking of?
I'm not sure because I could have sworn because I know he was going through some shit with his family member or something. It was something like that, but he was that same tone though. He was pissed. I don't know.
I wish Taz was doing the show solo. Hey, listen, fuckhead.
Listen, fuckhead. That's great. Hey, listen, fuckhead. It's the most emotion Cole's showed in a while.
I mean, he's been known not to take shit at times, so that's funny. You know, hear him snap back.
Yeah.
Could you imagine you see him? Someone said AEW. I'm like, could you imagine you see him switch over someday? I doubt it.
Oh god.
Let me.
Oh hey.
He probably
never.
Well, he has an. I'm sure has an ironclad fucking contract. Why would you? You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, he wants. He doesn't even want to be calling. He hasn't wanted to call wrestling in the last 5 years. Michael Cole wants to go in the back. Michael Cole has actually been searching for his replacement. That's a big reason why. Like, I probably even got looked at by them.
Yeah.
Because they were searching for like he's like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. The minute he finds the guy that Vince loves, because he can't find a guy that Vince loves. They keep finding these people that they like, kind of, but they're still, but they still haven't found a guy that Vince loves.
Well, when he first started, Michael Cole, like, did Vince like him then?
I think he liked him for that Todd Pettengill replacement.
Okay, yeah, because that's what he
Saturday.
Pettengill, he never did commentary, right?
He worked at like a news channel, then he worked in WWE, and then he went on and became just a radio guy.
No, but I mean, he never did commentary for them. He did like the home videos.
Yeah, he was the host guy, like the TV host and all the other things. Like
yeah.
They brought him back recently in your house.
He's the Renee Young of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He broke into someone's house and raped their family. That's what he did. No.
Sudden Death is next week, but they built it up as if the Iron Man match was supposed to be the whole show.
Yeah, I mean, Sudden Death is next week. Yeah, they built it up to be the whole show this week. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I mean, why not make it a half-hour Iron Man match then if you know you're just going to cop out at the end anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Why do the full hour if you're not going to have a finish?
Yeah, like that would have been less enraging.
You got to let all 4 guys do 100 finishers.
Right.
Yeah.
What else we got? Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Want some bubbly?
Would have been much better.
If
they had done that.
A little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
Fans, Vince is ruining NXT. Also, fans, Vince doesn't watch NXT. How does someone ruin something?
Vince is ruining NXT.
Whoa.
Also, fans, Vince doesn't watch NXT. Me, how does someone ruin something they supposedly don't watch? Also, why are there fucking commercials during a goddamn 60-minute Iron Man match?
Well, that last one's obviously a troll, but Postman Pierce, good point. But it happens in jobs all the time. Bosses don't even see what's going on. Oh my God, Vic Joseph, no! Oh my God!
I eat food.
He's giving me that hard-earned money.
masturbate. Do not take masturbate. Do not take masturbate. Yeah.
Now with Mauro out of the way, I can make the black and gold brand as boring and vanilla as I am. Sucks for you, Mauro, but you don't know how to give Vince a proper blowjob like I can. Hashtag kiss my ass club, hashtag certified member.
Well, Vic Joseph, I mean, I would really say that he doesn't know how to blow Triple H. Because Vince got rid of Vic Joseph. Like, in all honesty, Vince got rid of Vic Joseph. And Triple H said, oh my God, we're losing more Ronaldo. I'm going to bring back Vic Joseph. So Triple H is the one who brought back Vic Joseph, which is surprising.
While getting rid of Dio Madden and changing up the commentary team multiple times. So.
Unbelievable. And here, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm just mad. I can't. The guy is... How is this the guy calling NXT? I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, Vic Joseph, I feel like would be a good... like Saturday Slam guy, or like maybe like the guy hosting the tables things afterwards. But he's all right. He's not bad or anything. It's just it's not the caliber of the guy calling the show. I don't. He's the guy that should be calling like baseball or golf. I don't know. Whatever.
Hell yeah! Wrestling sucks.
Freddie Mitchell right now, I can't deny it, you know. Thank you, Freddie Mitchell, for the 316. Appreciate that, brother. And that's about it. Guys, thank you for the donations, man, and thanks for the support tonight. Hit that like button down below. Tomorrow night is AEW review, where I think we'll all be a lot more hyped up and awake and ready to go and everything else.
Yeah, less cold medicine and more energy.
Give me a hell yeah! Triple H just tweeted that sudden death to the Iron Man is next week.
Well, yeah. I mean, they said it on the show.
Yeah, we already know the match is next week.
Bunch of cock-sucking bullshit.
Oh, my God. What a mess. This was a mess. This was a boring show tonight. It's a boring show, man.
What else we got?
Oh,
a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it. That's
Want
it.
some bubbly? Look at this stuff. Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
That's it.
I got PUBG for free today. 7 hours ago. Terry's still 12 hours left to download.
I like how it says there is, or there's still 12, but it says Therese. There's still 12. Therese. I heard Therese. Kenzo Amore. My name. Thanks for the $3. Yeah. I can't believe it's that long. What is it, Call of Duty? I mean, Jesus. That's a long time
Call
for
of Duty
PUBG.
is over 100 gigs to download, so it's huge.
But I mean, but he said PUBG.
But PUBG, with all the latest updates too, is a huge file.
I can't believe PUBG takes that long. Jesus.
You got a slow connection.
Thanks to everybody who's been trying to support me all over the place for commentary. It's really funny. I'm gonna let you guys get out of here, and I'm gonna get out of here, and I'll talk to you soon, and we'll record soon, and I'm gonna go fall asleep. But while I do that, everybody can enjoy Ralph the Wrestling Fan.
All right, everybody, stay sexy. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow for the AEW review. Jesse, everybody, love you. Stay sexy.
Love you too, buddy.
All righty, baby. Good night.
Joe, kisses.
Mwah, good night. Kisses. Kisses to Jesse.
All right. Love you, brother.
All right, Jesse. Hit me up later, maybe. I might be around, but hit me up.
Will do.
Thanks, everybody. Here's Ralph the Wrestling Fan. Ralph the Wrestling Fan. By the way, the video's back on YouTube if you want to go watch it.
Ralph the Wrestling Fan here, and have I have a deal for you. I'm making this video today because me and my wife are selling our WWE merchandise that we've been getting and collecting at all the WWE events since we started.
I
The
just
last
joined. Is
show
this throwdown?
Mama! What up, Mama? Thanks for the 350. It is not. We're not doing Throwdown tonight because of the WWE NXT, and I called Throwdown off and just did the NXT review. Now I wish I just did Throwdown because I think there's a shitload more to talk about there, but we'll push it and we'll do it on Monetize This Friday night. Mama, thank you for the 350 though. What's up? And Throwdown really didn't go so well last week, so I figured give Throwdown a break, you know. But thank you, Mama, for the 350. Appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow night.
we were at was the WWE Hell in a Cell match. And we got this chair, we got these special chairs with, well, what we got, it looks like here is, Sasha Banks, she's on there, yeah. And then there's Charlotte. Oh boy, wouldn't I like to just fucking go! But hey, enough of that. Enough of that. So me and my wife are selling the chair, right? And I know it's in really good shape. It hasn't really been messed with too much. It's only been sat on by me, Ralph the wrestling fan. Now I sat on the chair. She sat on the chair. I mean, there's no stains on the chair whatsoever. There's only been a little bit of flatulence. Everything else, the chair is in great condition, as you can see. We're taking all bets, all bids, all offers, all quotes, all satisfactions, all determinations of all kind of monetary status. I don't know what the fuck I just said, but the bottom is the chair is in good condition. Other than my wife farting on the thing a couple of times, the chair's in really good condition. So, I mean, I think you're gonna love it. You're gonna get it for your kids, for your dad. Hey, trust Ralph the wrestling fan. Come on down to my house, 22 Jacobs Street, Brookline, Massachusetts. Oh shit, I just gave my address out. Wait a minute, no. Come down to my place. Don't come down to my place. Facebook me on Facebook, and I'll tell you the prices of all this stuff that I've got. I've got thousands of dollars of merchandise in my house. We're selling the chair right now on Facebook. We're taking all offers right now. You let me know what you think. I suggest about $5,000. And if you hit me up with the right price, though, we can make a deal. We can make a goddamn fucking deal. Hey, listen, Ralph the wrestling fan always makes a good deal. In the end, if you bargain with me the right way, I'll make a good price. I'll make you a good offer. Look, we're selling, but hey, that's not all. That's not all. I have two of these Wolverine pop figures. All right, Ralph the wrestling fan also likes to collect toys. I got toys. I got Wolverine. I have one more. It's out of the box. I'm not ashamed to say I masturbated to it a little bit, but it's still in good condition. If you want, this one's only $20. $20 from Ralph the wrestling fan, and if you want that other action figure that I masturbated to, I'll clean it up for you. But look at how pristine. I know you collectors out there saying, hey Ralph, you know, I like to have my pop figures, but sometimes they ship them and they get dented. And they don't look good, and they're scratched and stuff. Look at how pristine this thing is. Look at how fucking pristine it is. If you order this from me, trust me, you're gonna get perfection. It will absolutely blow your friggin' mind. All the stuff that Ralph the wrestling fan has around his house that he's willing to sell to you. You weren't there. You don't have a Wolverine pop figure. You don't have a chair like I do. But I'm selling it all right on my Facebook.com. Ralph, let's look me up on Facebook. Ralph the wrestling fan. Oh God, I think I dented this when I got a little excited, Martha, and I dented the box. No, fuck! 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 You, don't worry, half price. It's okay. Wolverine now is half price. The Wolverine pop figure is now half price.
Half price.
Because the box was opened. Because the box is open, he's half price. He's half price. He's good to go. He's ready to go. Come on down here. Ralph the wrestling fan has got you lined up. Fuck! Fuck the box! It's okay. See, he's good to go. Oh, no! Fuck! Fuck me! Fuck me! $1,000. This can be yours. This can be yours for $5,000. And you know something? If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Buy it! Okay, see, he's good to go. Oh, no, fuck! Fuck me! Fuck me! I got so excited about the Wolverine action figure that I fucking busted myself open. That's how much I care about making a sale.
I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm Ralph, I'm motherfucking Ralph. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm out of wealth. I need you to buy my shit. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. I'm Ralph, the wrestling fan. Shit bomb.
Don't leave us, Joe.
Shit bomb.
To be fair, both Stardom and New Japan started having fans back before others, but I'm more looking forward to the Avengers game on Friday more than IMSD because there is only 2 things I really care to see: what's next with Roman and Fiend/Bliss. Fuck ha.
That's a great point, Matt. Yeah, New Japan has had stuff back. Well, they had the virus first, right? So they are, I don't know, they dealt with it better, or they had it first. I don't know. But yeah, the New Japan stuff the other day was kind of nice outside. It actually was pretty good. That was really kind of cool.
Is Talk Spooky to Me episode 2 going up on Patreon soon?
Yeah, I guess Monica and Leah are going to record episodes every Friday, so the episodes are probably going to come out every Sunday or Monday. I'm not sure yet. Haven't figured it out, but they will come out about weekly, so yeah, they're going to be recording Friday, so it may come out Friday, but I don't know. I haven't decided on a day yet to release it, but they are going to record weekly, so that's the good news about that. Super tired, man. I don't know what is wrong with me. I'm sorry. Normally I'm more entertaining and I have more to say, but I've been so tired that it was just ugly tonight. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, man. Hopefully I'll get some rest tonight. Like I said, I slept most of the day today, and now I'm going to go back to sleep again. Like, I feel like maybe I just crashed or something, or I've got some kind of cancer eating away at me or something. I don't know. Something's weird. So might just be the allergies, though. It was real bad allergies today. So it could be that. But yeah, man. And no coffee today yet either, so I think I needed coffee. I never had my coffee. So that's like become a thing for me. Tea or coffee has to happen. So I'm going to go get rest, wake up early tomorrow probably because of that, and have a good day with all you guys tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be some better wrestling news tomorrow too, because today there just really wasn't a lot of good wrestling news. But yeah, it was all right, but not really. All right, thank you guys for leaving the likes and all the support, man. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. And please check out the Patreon. Obviously, today was a charge day, so, man, I'll tell you, we took a catastrophic hit on Patreon. Jesus Christ, did we ever take a hit on Patreon? It is ugly right now. It's we're on our way to 345 patrons. We are down to 294 because a lot of people's charges didn't go through today, so that was a woof. I'm sure we'll build back up again a little bit, but yikes. Took a hell of a waffle on Patreon. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.